I'm basically making this video, give my commentary, what I think about the 18-year-old teenager, black teenager, who attacks a Sikh man in Manteca, California. This happened on 11th, I think. Not I think 11th, but it happened not even barely like this week. So basically, the story goes like this: um, a in Union City, California, there is a police chief named McAllister. Derek, Ma- Derek McAllister has a son named Tyrone McAllister. Now, Tyrone McAllister has a past history of robbery and other petty or grand larceny crimes like that. Now, his father is a police chief in Union City, California. I am from that city, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. Now, uh, his son currently resides in Manteca, California. Manteca, California has a man named Sahib Singh. He is a 71-year-old disabled Sikh male. Sikh people are, I think I looked it up, Punjabi, certain as an ethnic group within the Indian community. And he likes to do walks around the park in his neighborhood in Manteca in the morning. I guess he does that multiple times. So what happened was Tyrone McAllister and a 16-year-old friend of his attacked this man, and the motive was basically robbery. Now, when Daryl McAllister got the phone call, he was devastated. He was hurt. He was embarrassed. He put a statement out, and he supports his city, and he supports his loyalty to him serving his career and his community in the Bay and the Valley and everything. Him being a police chief, and being that I currently live in that area. Now, there's a city out here where the next city over in Manteca is Stockton. Now, Stockton, California is being dragged into it a little bit because, first of all, the mayor is black. His name is Michael Tubbs, and this guy named Bobby Bivin. Bobby Bivin is the president of the NAACP Stockton chapter, Stockton chapter of the NAACP, because they have many chapters all around the country. And he basically lended his support to Daryl McAllister and his son because he did not want the boy to be charged, even though the teenager did commit assault, elderly abuse, and attempted robbery on this man. And it's being amped up to a hate crime. So basically, I made this video because, one, yeah, I'm a black man. Two, I too am from Union City, and even though I am not a resident of Manteca, I am a resident in the Central Valley of California. And when I saw the comments under the main story of 209 Times, which is a page where the 209 area code, everybody who lives within that string of cities, they give out news to San Joaquin County. And I saw the comments of the people, and they were basically calling him a thug, and he's a degenerate, he's a deplorable, which I'm going to have to be quite honest. He does deserve those things he gets. But here's where I have an objection. My objection is for the simple fact that I feel like whenever black people do something to another ethnic group, other races of people, white people and non-black people, they want all of us to answer for one guy that does something. Oh, how you doing, Venom? How you doing? Yeah, I have a live feed right now. They want the entire 45 million black people, 30%, 14% of the population of African Americans in this country to answer for one person that did some fucked up shit. Well, my opinion is, if you do something to disparage and make the image of our community look bad, you are on your own. There are too many innocent black people who have been wrongly killed by a police officer or vigilante for one man. Yes, yes, Tyrone McAllister's 18. Yes, he you can watch the video on 209 Times Facebook page. He attacked a 71-year-old Sikh man, and that is bad. I don't condone that. I hope the 71-year-old Sahib Singh Nat, I hope he gets better. However, other ethnic groups do not feel they need to answer for one person of theirs, because let's be honest, every single race and ethnic group on the planet has degenerates, deplorables, and thugs in their community. But whenever some of these thugs and degenerates and deplorables do something to an African American person or any black person across the planet, but I'm secluding to this country, they don't feel that they need to answer for one individual's mistake, because they already know that one thug deplorable individual does not represent the entire group. Hell, some of the families sometimes won't feel they need to answer for this guy or woman for that matter, because they're like, hey, that's not how we, if the first is, oh, we didn't raise him that way. They always had problems, they had mental issues. And it's basically, it's moral support. Half the other talk is about excuses for this individual that does shit to us. And I think it's about time that we treat people the way they treat us. And that is, it's fucked up, it's wrong. African American people should not condone that, but we should not be held responsible for one guy who does something and assaults another person. He needs to answer for his mistake. His daddy needs to answer, and his mother needs to answer. But the entire community does not need to answer for one person's mistake, because that ain't us. We don't live near him. We don't know him. It's fucked up. It's bad. It's wrong. We don't condone it. I don't condone it. But I myself and the African Americans in the Bay Area, Union City, Manteca, and the city Stockton, the black community in those areas should not have to answer for one guy, because all of the other ethnic groups who have their screwed up individuals, they don't feel they need to answer for them. They don't go in droves on behalf of us. So why should we go in droves on one person? We need to do it like everybody else. And I feel that way because there were people asking, hey, where's Black Lives Matter? Where's NAACP? Where's Jesse? Is Michael Tubbs going to answer this? Because I think the man, Tyrone McAllister, the 18-year-old who attacked the Sikh man, I think he was, the reason why Stockton got dragged into it, because first of all, Bobby Bivens lended support to the police chief. Then, and then Michael Tubbs brought up, but also mainly because I think the court case and the jury was in Stockton court, and it's like not too far from where the mayor's office is. That's why Stockton got dragged into it. But I, for one, feel that it is, our African Americans. It's people like myself. It's our responsibility to, put a good image out. But if you do something to disparage the group and make the rest of us look bad, you're pretty much on your own. And that's what most groups do. You're on your own. You're a vigilante. You're a lone wolf. This does not represent the group, because usually where it's what's wrong with this people. With us, it's what's wrong with Black society, what's wrong with Black people. And I just feel that just as any other ethnic group, we do not have to answer for one individual that does something out the norm. Daryl McAllister, his father, should answer. Tyrone McAllister, who attacked this 7-year-old Sikh man, he should answer. The Sikh community in Manteca, I understand 200 of the people basically rallied in mourn and support for it's a great thing, you know. It helped him get better mentally, help him get past this atrocity that happened to him, his deadly assault. But y'all need to go to Tyrone, Daryl, and Bobby Bivens, since he chose to put himself in this situation. We should not be held responsible. That's not the majority of us, most of us. I like to say it's not all of us, but you know, like I said, every race has their degenerates and deplorables and thugs. And I know some people might be offended by what I said, but it's true. Does any ethnic group, think about it, does any ethnic group in America, when they have one of their Zimmermans or their Bilderroofs, do you guys create organizations or have organizations that go out and go beyond moral support? You create laws and policies, or just social unwritten rules within your societies in America to make sure that you keep track of all your abnormally dangerous or awkward people and make sure they don't commit harm to other ethnic groups, especially black people. No, you don't. What you do is you go to the rallies, you're lending more support, speak out a little bit, but you don't go in mass droves. Maybe a few of you, but not in large numbers on behalf of African American people. You don't, a lot of ethnic groups just don't do that. They don't have organizations dedicated to us, to our safety. That's why, because no group does that. Every other group in America has organizations within its own community that look out for themselves. And since you're going to look out for yourself, we already have BLM and NAACP and the Nation of Islam and other groups that speak out on our behalf because they are our people. Now, had that been Daryl, Nation of Islam or NAACP, then maybe that black organization would have to answer for his crimes because he comes out of that group, right? But most people don't do that. So again, it's bad, it's fucked up, but I mean, we can't answer for one person. We don't know him. We're not around him. Many of us are not even related to him, let alone live in his city, his zip code, or his state. So, but I do want to leave it to my condolences go out to the family. I hope he gets better. But the Sikh community and all 200 Sikh people who rallied from the Sikh community in support of Sahib Singh Nat, you need to hold your accountabilities, or you need to direct your demand for accountability and justice towards the guy, not us. It's just what most people do, because I'm not going to have this one-sided issue where you don't feel you need to answer or your family doesn't answer for stuff that isn't to us. We shouldn't have to answer for what one guy did to you. Tyrone needs to answer, and his family needs to answer, but not the rest of us. Leave our ethnicity out of it. But that's how I feel. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.